such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for L.A. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins once more, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the run is Nwangu.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down there by Julian Love.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins.
And finally down at the 36-yard line.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Rams first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dobbins.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
J.K. Dobbins.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next score, Rams 14, Packers nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
On the give is Nwangu.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
On play action, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going up top. And it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
What we got? Right there. 54, right there.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Open target, here's Matthews. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go play action with Lawrence. That is caught by Lamb.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. He'll get this to Kene Nwangu complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Kene Nwangu
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Now Cobb to return. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And some room to work. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Jared Davis able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Here's a give to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
102 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First down, Rams.
Now Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. This time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Herbert now.
Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley.
Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for about 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
114 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lawrence.
Got him in. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for our Packers.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Second and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence able to get away.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he is going to have the Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever.
Who
calls a
that?
first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
2nd and 8. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Space to run past the 20. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Herbert going to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Butker pulled it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Herbert.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Herbert to throw. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. One last throw here for Herbert.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. That was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.